Maybe it's that real Akuma. Hey, can you guys hear me? Give me a sec. I forgot something in the car. Where's my keys? It's that little cable that I had. Give me a sec. I'll be back. Where's my keys? Oh shit. Where did I put my keys? Hey, yeah, the podcast is tomorrow night. Give me a sec. I need to go run to my car really quick. Fuck, it's hot in here. I can't find this thing. Give me a second. Where did I put it? I had it yesterday. Is it? Oh, it's in here. Fuck, I was looking for this. Cable. Jesus. This is hard. Alright, hold on, chat. Setting up. I just put up enough stuff to go live, but everything is not set up yet. And there's hella cables everywhere. And I'm starting to sweat. Oh, this is the wrong one. Woo! Jeez. I need to change my t-shirt. plugged in. Ow. Ah. Bro, what is going on? Is it the cable? Oh yeah, that works. It's weird. Well, that works, but the cable's too short. Come on, bro. Please. Please. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? That's so weird. Sorry, you guys don't understand what's going on because I'm off the screen, but I'm like plugging in random HDMI cables to stuff, and it's working with some configurations, but not all configurations. And it's so weird. I think it has to do with the cable, probably. Like the cable combination. Shit. I don't really like the way this is, but I'll figure it out later. Yeah, that's food. That is food indeed. Almost done, almost done. 1 second. Last thing. Last thing. I'm gonna change my t-shirt because I'm sweating like crazy. It's hot and I'm like rushing to get this done. Let me wash my face. Alright, I didn't fuck it up anything, right? Okay, cool. Alright, let me change my clothes. Give me 1 second. Whew. Hey, can you guys hear me? Hey, can you guys hear me? Hello, testing. Is the microphone pretty good? Sorry, I just got home not too long ago, maybe at 7. And then I rushed to kind of set up this whole thing because none of it was set up. This camera is a little bit dark though. Maybe I need to change some things. It has a very cinematic feel to it though. That I kind of like. I need more light. Still seems pretty dark. Unprepared. Yeah, I'm unprepared. I had a lot of stuff to do today. I met up with some friends and then we had coffee together, but we didn't eat, so I'm like crazy fucking hungry, and then so I had to come home and like set this whole thing up. Why did you get a teleprompter? Is it a K-Town thing? Cause I just wanted to try it. What's up, everyone? Hey, Sandless Apprentice, Alchemist, Real Akuma, Billy from Upstairs, Mango Flip, Dimitri, C-SPAN Rules, Groot, Hamvizen, and everyone else that I might have missed. Landon. I hope everyone is doing well. Whew, I can't really see very well. Let me try to move this a little bit closer. Okay, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. I feel like this is too dark. Can I increase the ISO a little bit? There, 200. That's a little bit better. And it's very warm. Like, my colors are warm. And my table is not even for some reason. Maybe it's not the table's fault. Maybe it's the camera's fault. Is that a little bit better? I hate this table. The table's always not even. Table's always fucking weird. Oh, whatever. My white balance is weird. We gotta fix this shit up. It still looks uneven. Why? Like, this side looks much higher than the other side. What the hell? Triggering me. Is that better? Maybe that's better? I don't know, my OCD, yeah, my OCD gets hella triggered when the table is not like even on the horizon. So it makes me annoyed. Guys, I'm a little high tension right now because I tried to get this thing up as fast as possible, and not everything is set up. Actually, I need the controller too. Whoa! That looks super washed out. It's crazy washed out. It's like really white. Damn. I don't know how to fix it too. And it's like uneven too. This one's not good either. Wow. How do I fix this one? Maybe something like that. I don't know. Alright, I'll deal with this in a bit. There it is. Oh, fuck. You're way overexposed, yeah. I have a lot of different cameras set up. Let's just like chill for a little bit. Let me eat. I need to calm myself down. They say that when you're working in production, you want to just take your time, because once you start rushing, production is a very high-strung thing. Once you try to rush, you get all stressed, and being in a stressed mode, it's not really good because you know you're all stressed, and the end product is not very good. Anyways, I bought some katsu, and I don't like the color. It's too warm. I'll fix it in a bit though, but I just bought some katsu a little bit. Here it is. Do I have... There we go. It's probably kind of colder now. Probably got cold. And it's a little soggy. I think it's been waiting for maybe like half an hour or so. Wow. But it looks good. Rice. This is very overexposed. The rice is so white. Let me get some water. Maybe if I just kind of turn this down a little bit. I don't know. Hold on. It's not a little bit. And then see if I... Huh. Shit, dude. I don't know what to do. Alright, good enough. Alright, whatever. Close enough. Good enough. Alright, welcome everyone to the stream. Let me kind of cool down. I was running around trying to get this
food all situated. I bought some food before coming to the stream, and then as soon as I got home, I tried to set up the whole broadcast, set up all my cameras, which was none of it was set up. And all my cameras are all fucked up still. I haven't had time to adjust it very well. But it takes a while, you know. Every time I set up it, I have to break down everything and set everything's up, and you have to like do very you have to do very minute changes just to like make sure everything looks good. Is there a fork? Where's the fork? They gave me chopsticks and a spoon. No fork? Okay, maybe no fork. I got chicken katsu, by the way, from this place called Donkatsu House. And it comes with, I don't have a overhead cam, so I can't really show you guys, but it comes with this like spicy sauce, some kind of weird spicy sauce, chicken, rice, some salad and macaroni salad, and some whatever this is called, radish. Yeah, so the stream today, you guys welcome. Stream today we'll be setting up for the podcast tomorrow. As you guys know, I'm having Jin come over, and I sent him a message a few hours ago, maybe like earlier today, asking him if he's still gonna come. He hasn't responded yet. I feel like I need to contact him in the better way. But yeah, we're having a stream tomorrow, and today's stream is just going to be trying to set it up for tomorrow. The only pans, what's up? Oh, I don't know if I have the alerts set up. I don't think I have the alerts set up. Maybe, can I get the alert set up somehow? How is this microphone, by the way, too? I'm testing out the microphone. There's a lot of stuff that I'm like not prepared for. So we gotta figure out everything. Let me see if I can get the alerts. IRL chat. And then after I eat, I'll be in a bit more calm state. And then we will... I'll fine tune all this other shit. I feel like I look so dark. What? This man eats like a rich person. All this food was $15. So I don't know if rich people eat $15 dinner or not, but suppose. That's what I like about this place. I give you a lot of food for just like, it's not that expensive. The Jin and John podcast. What's up? How are you doing, boss? Mike sounds sexy. You good, John. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. I don't know who you are, the Only Pans. I don't know if you're new to the stream or if this is like an alt account, because I've been getting a lot of alt accounts recently. But welcome. My name is John. I'm an IRL streamer based out of Los Angeles, California. I have decided to start a podcast, and the first episode will be tomorrow, starring my guest, Jinpai Senpai. Today, I am preparing for that stream tomorrow, and before we do that, we're gonna have some food. Is it fried chicken? Yeah. This is chicken katsu, fried battered chicken with rice, and some kind of salad, macaroni salad, radish. It's a little spicy. A little spicy. And it comes with this weird like cream soup thing. I wish I could show you. I don't have a camera close enough. I have to kind of like, I don't know if that'll focus too. I'm afraid of spilling the food. I'm drinking my tea and browsing through stuff. Cool. How did you find me? You found me through the browser? What kind of stuff will you discuss in the podcast? So the podcast, so if you're new, I'm an IRL streamer. I usually stream outside. Well, I've been streaming outside for the past year and a half or so. And a couple months ago, I got partnered. And after I got partnered, I decided I didn't really want to do as much IRL streaming. And I wanted to make something a little bit more, a little bit more meaningful than just going outside and streaming. So this podcast is about learning more about your favorite streamers, specifically IRL streamers in the beginning. Because when I was building my channel, I had a lot of struggles and difficulties. And I feel like for the most part, viewers don't really see the full picture of a channel, of like the person behind the channel, like the things that go on behind the scenes or like people's personal life and stuff like that. All you see is the character that they play when they do IRL streaming. So as a creator, I thought it was interesting to learn more about the other difficulties of what other streamers were going through and see how it relates to me, and just like talking about being a content creator and stuff. So yeah, I feel like this side of my face is really dark, right? I need like a little bit of light on the side. That's all chicken. Not a green in sight. There's one green. There's a jalapeno right here. Let me see if I can raise the light on the left side of my face. Yo, Crest2P, what's up? Where did they get the chicken from? This is from a place called Donkatsu House in Koreatown. It's one of my favorite tonkatsu restaurants because it's relatively cheap and they give you hella food. The food itself is not like super delicious. I mean, it's good. It's pretty good, but it's not like super high quality. Okay, maybe that's a little bit better. But the value is really high. Like all of this was only 15 bucks. It's not curry katsu. What's up, Quinby? It's like spicy sweet dipping sauce, spicy sweet sauce. It's not curry, but it's kind of similar. I mean, it's not exactly curry. Are you still collecting questions? Yeah, so today's stream is basically, I'm gonna try to see if I could set up for the stream tomorrow. I'll probably like move around some of the cameras, white balance, auto, correct everything. But, oh, David Han. Oh. Thank you for the sub. Damn. David, what up? How's it going? Is it a new place? No, this is the same place. I just fixed it up. What's up, David? Who are you playing in Strive? I'm playing Axel. Are you playing Strive, David? Dude, let's play. Are you playing Sol? Dude. Sol is fucking cheap, dude. You're playing? The game is super fun. Yeah, Sol's stupid. I think the game is a little bit unbalanced, but for the most part, the game is like pretty good and fun. Except the menus and stuff. The menus are pretty shitty, but anyways, David, let's play, dude. Next time. I'm trying to find a different character. What? I want to play. I mean, you know, my main was Venom, but Venom's not in the game, so I needed to find another character similar to Venom. And I thought Axel was kind of cool. Yeah. So, Axel like controls the space. Alright, thanks for the sub, David. Guys, David is one of my college friends. And we played like fighting games together. And so I always thank him for the continued support. They were just talking about Guilty Gear, because I've been playing Guilty Gear since it came out recently. Where's my mouse? Anyways, what's up everyone? Welcome to the stream. What are you eating? I'm eating chicken katsu. Chicken katsu. Yeah, David, hit me up on Steam next time. And then let's play some games. But yeah, for those of you who are not really into fighting games and stuff, we could talk about the podcast. Yo, Mango Flip, what's up? So, I wanted to mention, so today, one of the first things I'm going to do after eating this is I'm going to show you guys how I set up how I'm going to set up this, what is it called? How I'm going to set up the teleprompter. So if you guys can notice right now, as I'm talking to the chat, I mean, I'll look at the camera, but the chat is to my right, which is your left. So it looks like I'm looking off to the side right now. So keep a notice of this. I'm going to continue to like look at this so that I can, you know, talk to the chat. But I'm kind of curious how it will be if I read the chat like this way. That way I can maintain my face, because I don't know if I really like me looking off to the side like this, because it looks kind of weird. Like, what am I looking at? You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll set this up. I just wanted to stream really fast, like turn the stream on and then eat, because the food is getting cold and it's getting late too. It's already like almost 8 p.m. Quan says you have big meals but are so slim. Dude, I weighed myself yesterday and I'm 195 pounds. I'm not slim and I'm gaining weight. I used to be like 180. Maybe like the fall of last year. So maybe like 5 months ago. That was a long time ago. I gained a lot of weight. Yeah, I'm not really slim. I'm kind of fat. Are you gonna have multiple cams set up? Yeah. So right now I have, whoops, one of my cameras doesn't work. I have this camera over here, and this is supposed to be looking at my guest, which is you guys, and then I have this camera over here. But as you can tell, all the cameras are like, none of the cameras are right. Like, this camera is really white. Like, it has a very blue color, white balance, I mean. And this camera is like very brown, or not brown, but like it's very warm. So like all my cameras are fucked up right now. And this one is like really dark. So everything's kind of messed up. I just plugged it in super fast just so I could get the stream online. So we need to figure it out. Yeah, I'm 190 pounds. Maybe don't be so surprised while eating all that chicken. Yeah, I know. I mean, I was thinking to myself, like, I should eat something a little bit more light and healthy today, but I didn't know what to eat. And it's like hard to find somewhere that has like healthy foods. and it isn't like a scam, you know, and that I didn't have to make myself. I'm gonna dip it in the white sauce. So it's hard to find some foods. When you stood up, it kind of showed it's in your chest and stomach. Yeah. Yeah, I have all my fat. You can see my fat. Okay. I'm kind of stretching it out. Just cook. See, the thing about cooking is not only do I have to cook, not only do I have to cook, but I have to buy the food. I have to prepare the food. I have to cook the food, and then I could eat the food, and then I have to clean, and then I have to set up the stream also. So it's just like, man, I don't have time to cook. Maybe I should do some like food prep day or something. I need to get in charge of my life. Organize. Wake up early. Make a schedule and a plan. And exercise. I have to do a lot of stuff. Yeah. Let's start that. Starting in July. How about that? Is July a good time to start that? I hear biking is healthy. I hear biking is healthy. Maybe I should bike. I don't really like biking that much though. I mean, I enjoy it sometimes, but like biking to... I enjoy it just to bike, like the act of biking, but I don't really like biking to exercise, if that makes sense. Like just bike to go somewhere. Like it's fun sometimes, but it's kind of annoying. And I have to maintain my bike. My bike probably has a flat right now. It's like dirty. I don't have any brakes on my bike either. It's a fixed gear. I know it sounds like I'm making a lot of excuses, and I am making a lot of excuses, but I'm just telling you guys what's on my mind. I'm not saying I probably won't do it, but I'm just adding on. What's your favorite sauce? My favorite sauce? Favorite sauce. Favorite sauce? Comeback sauce. I don't know. I don't have a favorite sauce. A1. You can turn grocery shopping into a stream. Yeah, I could. I suppose. I could turn that whole thing into a stream. Like grocery shopping, cooking, doing all that stuff. I could do that. Would people be interested in that? I mean, my first thought is that shit's kind of boring, so I feel like people wouldn't be interested in watching that. But at the same time, I'm streaming like IKEA trips and stuff, which is also boring. So I don't know, maybe. What you're talking about is a lifestyle change. It's not for most people. I think, yeah, lifestyle change is really hard, but I think at this point, I'm turning like 33 this year. I think. Am I turning 33 this year? I think I'm turning 33. I lost track. I think it's time for me to become more responsible, you know, to start taking care of my health as well as my finances. I'm late on this shit. I'm late. You know. And then there's gonna be people coming in here talking shit about how I, you know, am not working at Ross and stuff. I'm just kidding. Bike to eat, so kind of for a reason. Brakes make you go faster. Yeah, true. But it's kind of dangerous here in Koreatown. First time chat from viewer. Man, I just enter here and I'm your fan. Honestly, I love you. I felt something that I never felt with others. You felt something, huh? I also felt something. But it's probably not the same thing. Anyways, what's up, man? Welcome to Duck Life. Guilty for gaming. I'm going to Sprouts tomorrow afternoon for some groceries. Isn't Sprouts expensive? Yo, Cold Beer, what's up? Sprouts is kind of expensive, right? Anything healthy sounds expensive because it's like premium. Yo, Beach Life, what's up? I'm eating chicken katsu. Chicken katsu. Very delicious. In sweet and spicy sauce. That's what I'm dipping it in. With rice. I don't like this music. Can I change the music? Let's see. This music sounds so generic. How about this? Cool jazz. There we go. I like that. Are you gonna eat all your supper? Yes, I am. At least I'm gonna try. I haven't eaten the whole day. Like, I literally only ate. I only ingested an iced coffee. That's it. I woke up. I met my friends at a cafe. We had a chat, and we had a coffee. I had an iced coffee, cold brew. That was it. And then I picked this up. I'm pretty hungry. Sprouts is priced like Whole Foods. Yeah, so it's kind of expensive, huh? Guilty Free Gaming's grocery list. It's a lot of stuff. Monthly bill is about $300 or less. So, okay, when you buy all that stuff, is all that shit gonna last you a whole month? All the stuff that you listed sounds like maybe 1 or 2 weeks worth of food. But I don't know the volume that you're getting. 2 to 3 weeks? But $300 doesn't sound too expensive for a whole month's food. It's pretty good. Maybe I should get on that. I need to get on that. I used to rationalize that the eating out all the time is because I stream, and then so I need to eat out on stream. But I'm thinking I'm gonna transition my content to not eat out as much. I'll probably still eat out like maybe once or twice a week. Hey, this guy says, why did you intentionally tank the economy? Hey, why did you intentionally tank my chat? Fuck out of here. don't know what that guy's talking about. I don't really have any patience for people coming in and having conversations with people who don't exist in the chat and trying to make people join this imaginary conversation like they're fucking crazy people on the street yelling at spirits and shit. Like, who the fuck are you talking about? Is there like people that exist that are like crazy people on the street that yell shit that you don't understand, but they're like also on the internet too? They have the competency to like log on to twitch.tv and like try to have someone come in and like, hey guys, guess what? Dogma is coming or some shit. It's the end of the world. Jeff Bezos is Satan or some shit. I don't know. Guilty Free Gaming says, I prep 1 to 2 days a week for veggies. It is fast and simple to prepare the day of. Alright. I'm not cooking every day. Yeah, I should do that. I think I should do that weekly. I bought a whole pack of like frozen chicken breasts, but then I did it for like a week. And I still have half of the pack left. But I feel like it was expired. It's like frozen chicken breast. And so I would air fry it along with veggies. And in my mind, when I was buying it, I was like, all right, I'm going to stick to this diet. And I did it for 1 week. And I was like, all right, fuck it. I give up. Jeff Bezos is going to be a spaceman. Shout out to Jeff Bezos. Rich people doing rich people shit. Jeff Bezos should buy an island and then make it the Bezos Island. That'd be tight. And then he has like a amusement park and shit. Season your chicken 375 degrees in an oven for 18 to 20 minutes. Yeah, that's basically what I did, but with an air fryer. But I don't know, I just couldn't stick to it. I was too lazy. But I think that if I really try hard to stick to something for like a month, then maybe it'll come more naturally. Damn. I'm tired already. I'm getting tired. I feel the fatigue. I think it's because I was rushing so hard to get this stream up on time. I just had a coffee too. Very regimented though. Oven is hot and much more electricity or gas than air frying. Yeah, true. That's why I like air frying. Air frying is pretty fun. It's really fast too. And it's good. But yeah, let's try to become more organized and productive in July. How about that? This month I feel like I'm playing catch up So I'm trying to get back into the groove. I'm trying to implement this podcast, and I need to start editing some videos. I'm trying to push out some stuff, and I'm gonna give myself the deadline of next month, July 1st, to really start up, and hopefully I'll be working by then too, again, so that I have more money. And yeah, we'll be better human beings. I have so many points and no other way to spend them other than message highlight. Yeah, there's no way to spend their money. The points, you don't need points. You can unlock emotes, right? If you want emotes. Big old Tiggle Biddy says, "Go Giants, baby." What's up? First time chat. Real Kuma says, "What drives you, John? What makes you get up in the morning wanting to accomplish things? It better be more than Sushi Potato." I don't watch Sushi Potato, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really watch IRL streams more than like 3 minutes per day anymore, or any streams for that matter. I don't watch streams anymore. Yo, Aussie time, dude. I have a lot of this. There's like a new function on Twitch that says when people are new, and so now I have this notification that says like first time chat from viewer. So welcome, Aussie time. I guess that's pretty cool because now I'm more cognizant of like who's new in the chat. So then now it makes it so that I engage more with these people who's new, because I've heard that if you are more engaging, like if there's someone who comes into the chat for the first time and you acknowledge them, they are 60% more likely to return or something like that. Yo, Aussie time, thank you for the follow. Ooh, I appreciate it. How many, I lost like 9 followers. What's my follower count? Oh yeah. Thanks for the follow. So I think that's kind of interesting. But I now I noticed that like there's a lot of new people in my chat. Like in this, however long I've been streaming, I haven't been even streaming for that long, but I've noticed like at least 4 new chatters. It's interesting. At least 4 within the past like not even half an hour of me streaming. I didn't answer your questions. What was your question? Oh, what drives you? The thing that drives me is being able to do something like this that I've been wanting to do and create something that later on I could say, oh shit, I did that, That's what drives me. Creating these things and then if I were to ever talk about it or look back on it, I can say like, I did all this shit. So I used to work at this other company, right, before I quit my job in 2019. And I had worked at this company for like more than 3 years. And within the 3 years of me working there, I realized like I did have a lot of experience working at that company. Like I was able to get a lot of projects that I can put down on my resume and stuff. and just like personal experience that I gained. But I feel like for the amount of time that I worked there for 3 years, my skills didn't grow as much as it could have. And I want to say that since I quit my job, between then and now, you know, for me looking for a new job due to COVID, it's been kind of hard. So in the time that I haven't been employed, I thought it was important to kind of grow my own skill on my own, like try to see how much I can learn and try to make like new shit happen, as well as like build my channel on Twitch. And I feel like I learned more in the year and a half of me. I learned more in the year and a half of me streaming and building my channel, and I've gained more skills than I had in 3 years working at a company. And I think it was because I was able to kind of put myself out there, figure out what does and doesn't work. And I'm still in that mode too. So the point is that like when I get out of this, and maybe when I apply for a job or something like that, they're gonna ask you like, what was the shit that you worked on? And what was the skills that you have? And so I can confidently say like, yeah, I learned this. I learned how to use this, you know? I have a teleprompter or something like that, or I worked on this project. So I think that that's pretty interesting. $58 seconds. Could you also ask Jin what drives him? Yeah, I could. These are good things. Can you write that in the Discord under ideas? Or maybe I'll make a new channel. What drives you? That's a good question. I might forget it. So, but anyways, we're gonna work on the podcast. Anyways, that's my answer. That's what drives me. I want to be able to look back on the time that I had, and you know, I don't know if I'll ever be able to be in this position again where I'm able to make content like this and like stream to you guys. This is kind of like a, you know, this is a now or never. That's how I always felt like with my life and my experiences. Like if you have the chance to experience it, you better fucking just do it. Right? Otherwise you'll never have the experience again. So while you're in it, you know, try to make as much as you can. Guilty Free Gaming says, with the benefit of hindsight, you think if you did not quit in 2019, would you still be working there in 2020 and today? No. Do you think if you did not quit in 2019, would you still be working there? Well, if I didn't quit? No. If I didn't quit, would I still be working there? Actually, probably. Okay, let's with hindsight in mind, right? Let's say I quit in September of 2019. If I kept my job for September, October, November, December, January, February, March. If I kept my job for 6 more months, that's when COVID would have hit and everything would have shut down, and it would have been super hard for me to get a job. So if I kept my job and COVID hit, I would probably still keep my job. I would still work there. Yeah, probably. And I think that the fact that I would have been able to work at home and be more comfortable, because I was really unhappy with my job. So if for whatever reason I was able to like hold out for 6 more months, probably. Thank you. Beachlight says, if there's a Whole Foods close enough to you, they deliver for free. There isn't. I live in Koreatown. Whole Foods is too nice to be in Koreatown. I think the closest Whole Foods is in like La Brea or something like that. Wild Parasite. Hello, hello. First time chat from viewer. Damn, dude. I'm getting a lot of first time chats. How are you guys? Hey, everyone who's been a first time in here, how are you guys finding my stream? Like, am I showing up on your guys's recommended? There's a lot of people who's first time chatters here. Guilty for Gaming says, to phrase it another way, would you have kept the job for income stability or take risks and grow your own? I think you just answered it. I mean, personally, I was so unhappy at my old job, and I've been wanting to, like, I feel like I deserve more, and I wanted to move on with my career, and I wasn't able to do it at my old job, if that makes sense. My old job was holding me back from finding my potential. But I think that there's like a the other side of it, the downside of it is that, yeah, I'm like less financially stable because of that now that I quit my job. But you know, it's one of those things, like, who knows, maybe things are meant to happen this way, because I've been able to sustain, at least. I mean, it's not like I'm still struggling, but I'm still here. So maybe it was the right move. And if I hadn't had to quit my job, I would have not gained all of this stuff. By gained, I mean like the skills and experiences. Like, I wouldn't be streaming to you guys in this fashion right now. And it's debatable whether or not that's a good thing, you know? Who knows if I would have been in a better situation or not, but, you know, for sure, 100%, I wouldn't look like this. Just started. All the others are fucking stupid. You do facts. Do you like streaming or no, and why? I do and I don't. There are... Streaming is kind of like a passion of mine. Not like streaming, but like doing broadcast and production and stuff like that has been a passion of mine. So I guess streaming, in a way, I enjoy it because it's like, it's fun and it's exciting. It's entertaining, but at the same time, it's very hard. It's very like, most of the time, like 95% of the streamers are working more for their stream than their return. Like, the ROI is just not worth it, right? 90% of the time. So there's a lot of ungrateful viewers in the chat too. You get a lot of poor experiences, and like people punch you in the street for streaming and break your teeth and shit. So there's a lot of stuff that I don't like about streaming. But yeah, it's like I like it and I don't like it at the same time. What? $20? Alright, one of the cameras isn't on, so that's why that black screen comes up. Holy shit, who's R? $20? That's hella money. What the fuck? I got $20 from someone named R. God damn. Hey, thank you. I don't have the bar up, but that's gonna help me pay for my teleprompter. Thank you so much, whoever R is. One of you guys. Damn. So I'm trying to raise money for like new gear so that I can stream with. I'm trying to buy a teleprompter, which I already bought. A drone and a 360 camera. So there's supposed to be a donation bar, but I didn't implement it yet. It's on my IRL streams, and I'm trying to raise like $500 to buy one of those things. So thank you. Guilty Free Gaming followed. What the hell? Thanks for the follow. You got your new job from what you learned from streaming? Yeah, actually that's true. So the job that I was working at before this month, before they cut the hours, I got it because of my experience doing what I've been doing for the past year. So that's actually, I didn't really think about that, but that's totally true. Hey, someone named Twitchcraft. Welcome to the stream. Another first time chat. Good job, R. Now the other 25 letters need to step up. 25 letters? Oh, ABC? All the way to G? Good shit, R. I appreciate the 20 bucks. You kind of paid for my dinner. So, thank you. Thank you. That was for you. All right, let me finish this. And then let's get into some... Let's get into some real shit. I'm almost done. I'm running out of napkins. I have a lot of new chatters. What the hell? New chatters. Anyone who's new in the stream, my name is John. I'm an IRL streamer. I, for the most part, stream outside, but I'm trying to work on some new projects starting this month, which is gonna expand the way we do content. I'm hoping to show you guys some new experiences soon. And I have a vision of where I want to be. You're watching the beginning steps of this vision. Who knows if everything will play out the way I see. I envision it, but this will be interesting. That reminds me, there's this guy that I follow on TikTok. His account is called Love the Basics, and he started his account like last year, and the whole basis of his account was he wants to become a YouTuber and content creator. And what he's gonna do is he's gonna see how much he can grow in 150 days, and in 150 days he's going to quit his full-time job. And I forgot what he said what his full-time job was. So that's the big stake around it. Oh my god. Oh, I spilled the soup. Oh fuck. Oh man. Yo, God's best controller, what's up? Are you gonna play some games tonight? No. I mean, I will, but off stream. Was a nice stream. See you later. All right, Fuzil, first time chat. See you later. Thanks for coming by. And Eggy Bean, what's up? I just spilled my food. Anyways, I want to show you guys that guy in a second. So, as I said, basically his whole thing is that he's going to quit his job in 150 days. And he's going to become a full-time content creator. So, he's taking the jump, the risk, leap of faith. And his dream and his goal is to be a full-time content creator. One of the most challenging things to do is being able to make enough income, and being a content creator is like very unstable income too, so it's very scary. So it's a very interesting journey. But he talks a lot about like filmmaking and like how to make better videos and whatnot. Okay, let me clean up my desk real quick. Woo! Let me set up these cameras and then let's figure out how to do this teleprompter. Here's a teleprompter right here. It has my address on it, so let me take this off really quick. Whoa! Whoa, the color is changing. Why does it do that? That part of the room has a ghost. It's so annoying. Why does it fucking do that shit? That's so stupid. Ghost just randomly changes the color to purple and it blinks and then it turns off. I didn't set that up. It just does that by itself. Where's my... Oh, there it is. Alright. So here's the teleprompter. I think this is really dark. Let me turn that up a little bit. That's a little bit better, right? And this is the monitor. So I need to find all of the cables for this. So I need to look around the room for all this shit. Hobo Mojo says, how hard was it to get your new job? It was not like too hard, but the company that I'm working with is a little bit difficult to work with. It's like their communication is not really the best, and they're kind of wonky. But other than that, it wasn't like that hard. It was one of those things where I knew a person, and they hooked me up. Hello, Penger. You still like Pigu and you wish to hang out with him sometime? Yeah. Hey, are you the guy that comes in here and you're asking me about like Jenny Just Rocks or whatever? I feel like you have this thing where you enjoy trying to connect streamers together. Is that true? I feel like you have this thing where you You want streamers to collab. And so you try hard to get them. No? Are you the same guy? There was a guy that came into my chat and kept telling me to collab with Jenny Just Rocks. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I don't know if you're the same guy. Hobo Mojo says, do you take antidepressants? No, because I'm not depressed. At least I don't think I'm depressed. So let's open this. This is a teleprompter. So I bought this because I found a good deal on it. It was 100 bucks. Some stuffing. The original price of this is like over $200. So I was able to find it used. Pretty good deal. This is the screen. Hopefully the screen is big enough. This is supposed to be a 16-inch screen. And the problem with... Hey, it's broken! It's broken! Oh my god! It's hella broken. Do you guys see this? It was used. Well, this is used, but I think it wasn't. I think it was because of the way they shipped it. It's the glass is all broken. Cause then they didn't ship it in a box. They just shipped it in this fucking bag. It's broken. What the fuck, dude? The teleprompter. Alright, I realized the microphone wasn't in my mouth. The teleprompter setup has to be delayed. Dude, it's broken! Ah, fuck. Okay, so the guy, usually when someone ships you something, they ship it to you in a like a package box, right? When I got this, he only shipped it to me in this bag. The travel case that it comes with. This guy, I'm gonna ask for a fucking crazy refund. Like, yo, what the fuck? You sent me this broken ass thing because you didn't package it well, you stupid fucking guy. Damn. It's hella broken. It's not even just a little broken. Like, the whole thing is cracked. Shattered. This was the beam splitter glass too. I don't know if I could find a spare beam splitter glass that's the same thing. Anyways, I'm gonna get a fucking full refund for this. If that's the case. Hey, you sent me... Let's take a picture. Dude, this is fully broken. Look at this. It's shattered. Yeah, I got it on eBay. How have you been, by the way, living in LA? Yeah, I've been alright. Not like I could be better, but I'm not complaining. Fuck. God damn it! It's broken. Fuck. Damn. Shit. Well. Well then. No teleprompter. Shit. Yo, Nikita, what's up? What is it? It's a teleprompter. I'll show you pictures. Let me see if I can find pictures of it. So the guy that I bought it off of, I bought this off of eBay. the guy only shipped it to me like this. Let's see, purchases. So the teleprompter that I bought, and in the picture it's correct. I think it's because the way that he just shipped it was scuffed. So this is it. Take a look. This is the bag. Let me get the microphone a little bit closer. This is the bag. Let me turn down the brightness. There you go. This is the bag, and then this is the teleprompter with the glass. It's like almost new. You guys see that? It still has the plastic on it. And this is what it looks like when you set it up. It has the like things on the side and the little cover. And then so I was gonna set it up today, but it turns out in the shipping it must have broke. So I don't know who's gonna give me the refund, whether or not the shipping company is supposed to pay for this or if this guy's gonna pay for this. But I think it's this guy's fault because he shouldn't have shipped it like that. Right? That's this guy's fault. What do you guys think? Is this the shipping companies, the like post, I don't know if this is USPS or this is UPS, whoever sent this, or is it the guy's fault for not packaging it well? I feel like I want to say it's the guy's fault for not packaging it well, because it shouldn't have been shipped in just the box or this like whatever this is. The plastic wrap job didn't look new. Yeah, maybe it's not new, but it's definitely advertised as, what is it advertised as? It's new open box, according to him. Open box, box not included, comes with case, and all this other stuff. I'm gonna send a message. And this music is too dramatic. More actions. Contact the seller. All right, let's send a message to this guy. Hi, I just received this the other day. I was disappointed to find that the beam splitter glass was completely shattered. The package was only shipped in the bag. Now it is unusable. Please advise. I want to see what he says. I want to see if he wants to give me like a partial refund. I'm going to say like a fucking full refund, bro. Full refund this shit. Full refund. Give me a full refund. And then I'm going to just buy the beam splitter glass. Maybe I can replace it. I'm not sure. I think the glass might be replaceable. That sucks though. Fuck. 100% refund? Yeah, I should get 100% refund for this, right? That sucks. Take a picture of the screen too? Yeah, I did. I took a picture. I'll show you. This is the picture that I took. This one. Completely shattered. Damn. I was excited to set this shit up too. I was like, all right, we're gonna unbox this and we're gonna set this up. Cool. And then I want to see what it looks like having a teleprompter, but now it's broken. So if this, I'm hoping that this guy can give me a full refund, and then I'll use the money to just get a replacement glass, because that's all I really need. I just need the glass replaced. In fact, I don't need this whole thing. I just need a thing that holds the glass. That's all the teleprompter is. It's just a thing that holds glass up at an angle, and then it has the little hood over it. That's it. I could just make one, but I thought it was a good deal. I don't know. Fuck it. Whatever. Did you include the photo PN my eBay message? Did I include the photo? I did, if that's what you're asking. I didn't know shipping places allowed deliveries in the box. I didn't think that either. That was surprising to me, because usually shipping places or shipping companies, they'll ship, you have to like put it in a box. So I was surprised to receive it like that. It wasn't in a box. Sorry, bro. I know it's a bad feeling and you wait for an eBay package only to find it broken. Yeah. But, you know, the good thing is that I don't really have to worry too much about it. I'm sure I can get something. I love the plants on the side of you. It looks like a palm tree. That is a yucca tree. Yucca. Okay. Well, that sucks. The other thing that I got is this, which is supposed to be the monitor for the teleprompter. So I bought a flat screen monitor for $90. You guys remember I used this yesterday. I was gonna plug this into my computer and this was gonna come underneath it and have the glass here, and then I'll have the chat pop up like that. So this was my plan. That's why I bought all of these things over the weekend, and that's why I wanted to use this. But now that it's broken, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Not really sure what to do with all this stuff now. I kind of need to use the restroom after eating all that shit. But we'll figure it out. Yo, Evo Snow, what's up? What's up, John SF? That also looks like a monitor behind you as well. Yeah, this is another monitor that I bought, and I was planning to. I don't know if you could see this. Oops. So, oh, this angle is not really good, but you can kind of see that there's the TV here. I should have the chat here on this TV. So this TV is gonna have the chat, and this one was supposed to have my donation goals or like other alerts on there, because I usually have the camera here on the corner facing this side, if that makes sense. So it's like on the right side it would be the chat, and on the left side it would be this thing. So that's kind of the setup that I was going for. And I typically don't use these type of microphones. I usually use like a boom microphone because this thing kind of gets in the way, but I wanted to emulate the podcast experience. Speaking of this TV, let me put the chat on here too. I think I need to take a restroom break really quick. All right, this is gonna have the chat on here. Let me full screen it. There it is. How much was the teleprompter? I bought it for $100. Without tax. So it was, in the end it came out to be like $109 with free shipping. But yeah, now it's broken. Okay, let me use the restroom, chat. I need to take a restroom break after eating, so stay here. I'm just gonna use the restroom. Stay here. Whoops. I can't believe there's an ad on this app. Okay. Oh wait. Let me change what this says. BRB restroom. Okay. There's an ad, dude. That's so stupid. This app sucks. It didn't have ads before. They put ads on there. Does that say BRB restroom? Hey, is this backwards? Hey guys, is this camera reversed? Oh shit. I just read it. Why is this reversed? Transform. There it is. I didn't realize it was like that. Oh shit. That was weird. Okay, let me use the restroom. The whole time that camera has been backwards. It's kind of funny. All right, let me take a poo really quick. I'll be back just a second. Just give me like, 5 minutes. Stay here. took a poo. I'm back. Yeah, I pooed. What's up, everyone? It takes 10 to 50 minutes. Ask Jin how long it takes him tomorrow to poo. How long does hey Jin? How long does it take you to poo? Okay, I kind of want to clean this place up and set up like the whole thing. How am I gonna do that though? It's so disgusting, these cables. This place was super clean, but take a look at these cables. Show you. Look at this. And the cables, like this one cable is too short. You see how it extends? Most of the cables are just laying on the ground, which means that they're long enough. They just need to be like organized a little bit better. But there's one that's not, it's like it's dangling. You see it? It's going to this camera right here. That one is pretty like short. But for some reason, if I change the USB or the HDMI to this camera, the one that I'm holding, it doesn't work. It only works on that one. I don't know why it's like that. Hey, why isn't there a chat? Oh, there is a chat, but you can't see it. Whoa, can you guys see that? Whoa! Whoa! The chat's gone. And now it's there. Damn. That is the ND filter for you. What? That's kind of cool. Polarizing. That's trippy. Look at that. It's gone. I was like, wait. I was looking at it and there was text there. I was like, why is it like that? It's probably because of the ND filter that's on here. That's crazy. It's pretty trippy. Yeah. That's pretty trippy. So, let's gear up for the stream tomorrow. I organized this place up a little bit to kind of set it up. Actually, instead of gearing up, maybe I'll do that off stream. On stream, let's come up with some questions. Where's my laptop? Is there anything else that I wanted to show you guys? So today I wanted to do the teleprompter, but obviously the teleprompter doesn't work. I need to kind of clean this place up and set up all the cameras and the lighting and whatnot. Prepare that for tomorrow. But I think since I have you guys, let's prepare the questions for tomorrow. That way, because the lighting and all that other stuff doesn't really require your guys' attention. Do you use Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro, or DaVinci Resolve? I use Premiere and I use Adobe, so Premiere and After Effects. That's what I use. But you have to pay for that shit. The only reason I had it is because that was like the standard and I learned using it, but I feel like DaVinci Resolve is pretty good because it's free, right? I heard DaVinci Resolve is free. And I don't use Final Cut Pro because I think Final Cut is for Mac, right? Yeah. I don't have Mac, and I don't really want to learn that shit. But yeah, DaVinci Resolve is probably good. Where's my laptop? Where did I put the laptop? Wait, I'm looking for the laptop, but where did I put it? I don't remember where I put my laptop.
What the fuck? Where did it go? Oh, found it. Here it is.
There it is. I was looking for my laptop. I couldn't find it. Here we go. Let's hey, you guys can help me prepare for this podcast tomorrow. I'm going to create a little show rundown of what is going to happen, and I'm also going to draft some questions. After that, we can send it over to Jin, and then he can also prepare. For whatever reason, I'm not connected to the Wi-Fi. Site can't be reached. Okay, here we go. Drive. Most free would be DaVinci Resolve anyways, because for me, I have a Blackmagic Studio. Oh shit. So it would be best for me to use DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, it also depends on the stuff that you use and the file formats that you use. I feel like DaVinci Resolve is probably like the worst out of all of them. Maybe not the worst. No, I don't mean to say that like it's bad, but it's probably like the least professional, or I don't know how to call it. I don't want to say it's the worst, but what's my phone number or email? What the hell? Find my email. Enter email or phone. Anyways, it should be good. The most situational? I don't know. Resolve is good, but Premiere is by far more mature editing platform. Yeah, that's what. It's the least developed. I don't know. The least preferred. I think that's the what I'm going for. But you can definitely use it. Okay, here we go. Maybe should I try using this this monitor? I want to see if this monitor works. We can try using these together in conjunction. That's what I bought it for. This portable monitor that I bought it so that I can use it with the projector. Obviously, you saw that the projector doesn't work, or the projector is broken, or not the projector, the teleprompter. You guys saw that the teleprompter is broken, which is so fucking annoying. Let me see. Do I have? How am I going to convert this over? So I basically need a USB-C to HDMI, and then HDMI to HDMI micro. Damn. Isn't there something that's like USB-C to USB-C? There's a USB Type-C. Okay, yeah, right here. Is there something like that that exists? Because I feel like these two should be able to connect to each other without having to plug in too many things. This thing is supposed to come with a USB-C to USB-C cable, but this guy did not include it. So I might have to go buy one. Not sure. You got a backup plan for that monitor? I only bought this monitor for the teleprompter. That's the only reason why I bought this monitor. How am I gonna plug this this laptop into this computer? That's what I'm trying to find out right now. Let me check if I have any cables that will do this. Oof. Roy Story says, how many monitors do you have? I own 4, now 5 monitors. Dude, okay, that's a interesting question. Actually, let me show you guys. So I have this monitor right here, which was a spare. This was one of the first monitors that I ever bought. This is a 27-inch Asus monitor, and I stopped using it because I upgraded to a gaming monitor, which is the one on the right side, and the left side over there. This is my PC setup. The left side is my 4K monitor, but the 4K monitor kind of sucks. And then I recently bought this monitor because someone was moving out, and they were going back to China, so they were selling their gaming monitor, and they sold it for 20 bucks, so I bought it. And then I bought this portable monitor for 90 bucks. So that's however many monitors those are. That's like 5 monitors. I have a lot. I'm missing a cable. Let's see if I can find it. Should I show you guys this? I feel like I need to increase the ISO on here. Here we go. Whoa, that's not the ISO. That's the shutter speed. Oh shit! KDL 306! Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub.
Who's gonna be on the podcast? Try hard.
I'm gonna have Jinpai Senpai on the podcast. So right now I'm looking for some cables set up for this podcast. Hey, thanks for the sub, dude. I very much appreciate it. How's it going, Kenny? I hope you're doing well. Kenny, are you playing Guilty Gear or no? Did you hop on the Guilty Gear? Oh, what is this? Dude, look at, oh my god, I have so many cables. What's up, Kenny? I do not play Animu. Is Jinpai Senpai a hot chick? No. He's a guy. What's up, Kenny? I should have a cable. Here it is. I found it. There we go. This is what we need. This converter cable so that I can plug in the monitor to my computer, but I'm also missing, I have a USB to HDMI cable somewhere, which is located right here. Okay, no, it's not there. Where is it? Dude, I have too many cables.
Here it is. Found it.
I found it. All right, cool. And I need one more cable. Shit. I have too many things. One more HDMI cable, which is over here. If you guys need HDMI cables, dude, you know who to contact. So I have so many HDMI cables. First guest should be a hot chick and you should be in the hot tub. Lol. Yeah. Good one. First guest should be a lot of things, right? First guest should be fucking, might as well go for Obama if I'm going that far. All I've been doing is watching hot tub streams. That makes sense. I mean, I didn't see you for a while. I'd expect to find you and some shit like that. Luckily, I wasn't looking for you. But, you know, I'm glad you're enjoying that hot tub shit. Where is the charger for this guy? Okay, can this be powered by the HDMI or not? It needs like a separate thing? I heard that it's possible to power this straight from the HDMI. No, that's not possible. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to plug this thing in. Give me a second. Still need some plugs.
Charge that, and then one more plug right here. It's gonna power on. Yeah.
Nice. Look at all this, dude. Look at all this tech that I have. And does this turn on? I think I plugged it in, right? Look at all these cables that I have. The screen is on. Oh, it's working. Nice. I don't think you can see it. I think it's because of the ND filter that I have. Let me take it off. What are these? What are these? Yeah, this is a portable monitor that I bought. So I was actually trying to set up this thing where I would have a teleprompter, but the teleprompter came in the mail and it broke. So now I don't have anything. But now I can do this and we can zoom in. Oops. How do we zoom in? Like this? 200%, And now, yo, yo, it's all blurry though. $300. It's not in focus. This is the most I could zoom in. The most I could zoom in is 200%. Okay. Let's just increase the font size. 25. Okay, here we go. Podcast episode 1. Jinpai Senpai. Jinpai. Just Jin. I'm just gonna put Jin. Fuck it. And then, alright, you guys are helping me right now. We're going to create a TV show. Not a TV show. A podcast featuring Jin. And if you guys have any questions, I will put it down. And I think someone had a good question earlier. What motivates you? What was the question? Is there a better way that I could do this? Maybe like this. All right. This is so weird. I feel like we're working together. POV, we're like coworkers. and you have a monitor and I have a laptop. We both have laptops. We're working at a cafe or something. POV, you and I are co-working at a cafe, or we're students and we're studying. How about B-roll cut always like Jin's own photos or him performing on stage? I don't think I could set that shit up. Keep in mind that this podcast is tomorrow. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I think I'll have some kind of media involved for Jin, but I don't think I'm gonna have like the whole thing set up. I feel like I'm so dark, right? And I'm out of focus too, right? Am I dark and out of focus? Let me autofocus this. This is funny. I'm still out of focus, right? Am I still out of focus? Damn it, dude. Come on. Let me get the full focus. I think it won't work because my lens is too wide. How did you come up with Jinpai as a handle? Oh, that's a good question. Okay, hold on. Maybe if I just push this back a little bit, that'll help the focus a little bit. There's like hella cables everywhere. I'm trying to fix this up. POV, you and I are at a cafe studying. This is funny. Hey, all right, welcome to my podcast right here. Welcome. Thanks for being on, chat. I very much appreciate you joining me. We are coming up with some questions. So Jin actually had, okay, so here are the phases of the stream. So I want first phase. So phases. This is I'm being transparent with you guys about the creative process of this podcast. So the first phase is like Jin before streaming, aka the origins. So like where was he born and stuff like that. Phase 2 Phase 2 is how did Jin get into streaming, right? And then phase 3 is his streaming life, current streaming life. Streaming life. So these are kind of like the stuff that we're gonna do. And then within, okay, how can I make a, let's make an outline. Let's turn this into an outline, which is like this. Oh, fuck. I shouldn't have done it like this. There we go. So within the current streaming life is like, what is his streaming workflow? Right? What is the streaming workflow? Equipment. We're just brainstorming right now. And then how did Jin get into streaming? I think the one question that Roy story, how did he come up how did he come up with his handle? So that's one question. So there's like where was he born / come from, how did you get to LA, or how did you find yourself, stuff like that. Question 2, can Roy refund on his channel points? No. Fuck, are we at work all of a sudden? Yeah. Yo, On, what's up? Ask Jin the first time he remembers being naked? No. Why did he move to the west side? Yeah, okay, that's what okay, so this is basically what my stream is right now, is that we're talking about coming up with the questions for this podcast, right? Or like that. I want to show you what it takes to create a podcast. And I mean, I don't know what it actually requires making a podcast either, but I think this is kind of interesting to kind of get you guys as a stream involved as kind of like the BTS, or like this is how the creative process works behind making this show, right? And for you guys who are like my loyal viewers who come into my stream all the time, my regulars, right? I want to have you guys be a part of the creative process. If you guys may or may not be interested, you know, there are people who are like, they're just passive when it comes to watching content. Oh fuck, hold on a second, the cables are getting crossed over here. There's a lot of viewers on Twitch who are very passive when it comes to content, which is me. I'm like a very passive viewer. But there are other people who are more involved, and you guys want to be more like have more chat engagement, right? So you can kind of think of it as like what I'm doing right now is the chat engagement for this stream. How can you guys get involved with this? And I know this kind of seems like we're in a co-working environment, which is kind of funny. It kind of looks like we both have laptops. It's kind of funny. Most comfortable shoes for IRL streaming? That's not a really good question, because it's like, who cares? You know, are you gonna buy it? I want to know his equipment though. Equipment and experience with equipment. Equipment breakdown. Equipment. Jin rapped on a microphone twice today at Venice Beach. Damn. Oh yeah, how did he get into rapping? Into music / rapping. These are good questions. Who cares about the shoes? That's a poor question. Is that really important? When do you feel like you are happy or having fun on a stream? There we go. That's the shit that I'm talking about. Current streaming life. How when can we rephrase this question? Because basically this question is asking about how one person finds happiness with streaming, right? When do you feel like you're happy or having fun on a stream? I think that's kind of like it's a good question. I know what you're trying to ask with that, but I think the wording can be a little bit better. So maybe like how do you feel? How do you achieve? Does streaming make you happy? Are you happy with streaming? No, maybe those are kind of weird questions too. Is this Jin the rapper? Yes, Jin the rapper. 100% Jin the rapper. Jin is a photographer lately. What is a good stream to you? Okay, that's a good question. What is a good stream to you? Maybe how do you find happiness? Are you happy? Are you happy streaming / creating? And how do you achieve happiness? Is there a way that I can kind of fix the margins on this? I feel like the margins are kind of scuffed. Let's title this podcast episode 1 Jin. Page setup. The margins are too big. 0.1. 0.1. Okay. There we go. That's way better. Let's zoom out a little bit. 150. 175. Zoomed in. There you go. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Are you going to activate exclamation guest tomorrow? Should I? Maybe. I didn't think about it. Probably. Jin inspired a lot of us back in the days. What do you mean Jin inspired you back in the days? How did Jin inspire you? And what did he inspire you with? Curious to know. When is the interview? It's scheduled to be tomorrow. I've messaged Jin and he hasn't messaged me back yet. Jin is like super difficult to contact. I sent him a message earlier. Oh, he just sent me a message. He's watching, maybe. Maybe he's watching. He said shit. Is he gonna back out? Got a bunch of people needing photo shoot. I think he's gonna back out for tomorrow. Wednesday. Yeah, I'm free Wednesday. Okay, it gives us more time. Okay. All right, fuck. So Jin, no. Okay, last minute. I kind of expected this to happen, to be honest. Last minute change. Jin said he has a photo shoot tomorrow, so he wants to reschedule for Wednesday, which is okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. We have more time to prepare for this. It's okay. But I want to hard set this for Wednesday so that we don't delay this anymore. That's why I've been kind of like not wanting to like advertise that it's gonna happen tomorrow. Okay, but finally he replied. We have never seen an Asian rapper come up the way Jin did. Are you talking about like the famous Jin, the Chinese Jin? The Jin, MC Jin? I'm talking about Jin Pai Senpai, the Korean guy who's a streamer. Let me reach out to people and make sure they didn't need photos on Wednesday. I'm afraid that's especially early. Okay. I should be okay after 5 p.m. Let me know. I'm flexible. So I can promote it. I want him to tell me exactly when we can actually do this, like that he can make a hard commitment to this so that I can actually tell people when this thing's gonna happen. So I kind of had the feeling that Jin, because Jin does this thing where he sent me a message and he's like, what day are we doing the podcast again? And he's the one that told me that Monday was gonna be a good day. So I mean, it's not really a big deal, but because I'm pretty flexible when it comes to the day. It's not a big deal. So it's more so about him, and also it gives us a couple more days to prepare for this. So it's not a huge deal. Yeah, not MC Jin. You can talk about photography with Jin. Yeah, we can talk about stuff like that. I don't want that to be that's kind of like a extra though. I just want to get through with this podcast. So I mean, I'm not really mad that if Jin wants to delay it, that's totally fine with me. I just kind of want this to be completely set up so that, because you know, as it is right now, I'm barely starting to draft this, so this does gives us more time, so which is pretty good. What drives you? Okay, there you go. What drives you? These are good questions. What drives you as a creator? Get replacement. Replacement had surgery recently. Yeah, no pizza tomorrow. That's okay. I can take the day off tomorrow, and then we can actually figure out everything. Let me grab some more water. Give me a second. All right. Should I change the title of the stream? Or should I make it sound like we're kind of working on this more? I kind of want these to be on the same side. Can I move this over here? My setup right now is so weird. Okay. Not bad. There, that looks a little bit better, because now I could actually like look at the screen, look at the chat at the same time. Looks a little bit better. Ayo Jin, are you pushing for partner? Are you pushing for partner? Oh, do you guys have questions like that? Like, how do you define success as a streamer? How about that? Success. How do you find success as a streamer? I'm like thinking about myself in these, because this is an interesting question for me. Why is this? The hell? Why is there a space here but not a space here? You see, between E and what, there's like a space, but between F and how, there's no space. What the fuck? Are you wearing a frog hat? Should I? I don't know if I should. Maybe not. Is question 3D complete? Are you happy streaming / creating, and how do you... Oh! And how do you... Are you happy streaming? And how do you find happiness? And how do you... Are you happy with streaming / creating? And how do you find happiness? This is a weird question. We can redo it. Does having a camera make it easier to start conversations? So you guys are asking about the like camera life, right? Okay, that's an interesting question. Does having a camera make it easier to start conversations? Interesting question. I think a related question to that is, are you... Do you consider yourself an introverted... Alright, do you consider yourself introverted or extroverted? Introverted / extroverted. How about that? Because I think those two questions kind of relate. So I feel like one of the things about being a streamer is that a lot of people think that streamers are very extroverted, especially like IRL streamers. Probably IRL streamers more so than game streamers. But I think that a lot of people have the perception that streamers are very extroverted. However, I think that's not necessarily the case. And a lot of people who find themselves having social anxiety turn to streaming as a means to help their social anxiety. And it's like for them to be able to communicate with people while not having to be in that social situation, if that makes sense. Collect happiness. Okay, how about, hold on, let me add that. Do you consider yourself introverted or extroverted? Do you have any social... Did you grow up with any social anxiety? How does streaming affect that? Say collect happiness. Okay, collect happiness. How do you collect happiness? I don't think that's the right word. Collect happiness? You don't really collect happiness, do you? Collect happiness? What is the wildest thing that ever happened during a stream? Okay, that's a good question. What is the wildest thing that ever happened on stream. Happiness is a level bar. I think that I wanted to have a section of the stream where we talk about the 4th of July tooth punching thing, because that's like an experience that both of us had together, which I think is kind of an interesting thing to talk about. It's kind of like a reflection or getting a BTS off of that, so maybe that might be kind of cool to talk about. What do you guys think? Is there a way that I can mount this thing the other way? That would be kind of cool. I want to have this like the other way. Fuck it. I could do that with this monitor, but yeah, whatever. Wait, can I use this? No, fuck it. Whatever. It's good enough. How is your online persona different from Jin in real life? Okay, that's a good question. How is your online persona different from real life? Maybe not real life, from off cam? From off stream. First time chat from Soul Standard. Do you eat when you are hungry? Sometimes. Yeah, typically, I would say 90% of the time. Are you asking me? I do eat when I'm hungry, yeah. Fucking fireworks outside. Did you guys hear that? Spring X Bird, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hey, if you guys are just joining me, I'm preparing for a podcast that was supposed to happen tomorrow. But the person who was my guest for the podcast just messaged me and wants to reschedule for Wednesday. So we're going to do this on Wednesday instead, which kind of sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck actually. It gives us more time to prepare, so it's not like the worst thing. But yeah. LA has IED fireworks. What does IED mean? Illegal? Yeah, it's once it starts getting to be around like next month, then that's when the fireworks are going to start getting really hyphy outside. Which is kind of interesting because it's going to be like the 1-year anniversary of when 4th of July, that's when my tooth got punched out by that guy. Interesting. If you guys really think about it, it's like the 1-year anniversary of that. Both Jin and I were involved in that situation. So it's like we're looking at it 1 year in the past. Kind of interesting. Wow. Who would have thought that me getting my tooth punched out 1 year ago would lead to me hosting a podcast? Very, very funny how things kind of work out like that. Damn. Okay, anyways. Some of the questions that I want to know is like how do you find success? How do you find success as a streamer? I want this to be a whole interesting thing. Like how does one define success as a streamer? So like what are your goals as a streamer? What are your goals as a streamer? We're just putting questions down, and then I'm gonna reorganize these later to be a more cohesive flow. And yeah, but basically some of the stuff that I want to get at is like how is Jin on his way to try to find success as a streamer? I think that I don't know if Jin considers himself as a successful streamer right now, because you know, there are some people that have varying success. Like, oh yeah, he has like 1,000+ subscribers. He has like a shit ton of viewers. He's a Twitch partner or whatever. So it's like people have different definitions of what success is and what they're doing to get success as a streamer. So I think these are all interesting things. What are your goals as a streamer? And how are you building? How are you building towards that? Something like that. I should get punched more often. Yo, Beach Life, what's up? What does he expect from streaming? There you go. Yeah, what do you expect from streaming? What do you expect from streaming? Isn't that kind of the same thing as goals? Yeah, these are interesting questions. So the basically the way I'm thinking about these questions are, I want to change this music. This music is like not the right mood for this. It's too dreamy. What the fuck is this music? 3 hours of best instrumentals. There we go. Spring Expert, who's the guest? My guest tomorrow is going to be Jinpai Senpai. Jinpai Senpai is a he's an IRL streamer, and he also raps, and he's also trying to do photography. So he's a very creative guy. Oh, what are some of your struggles as a streamer? How do you deal with them? What are some of the struggles as a streamer? I think tech is obviously one of the struggles as a streamer, but I think like what is like a creative, does he have any creatives as tech, technological, financial struggles, stuff like that. Yeah, maybe. First time chat was deleted by a moderator. Hey, what did that guy say? I missed it. Damn. What did that guy say? Did I close my app? Damn it. What did that guy say? I missed it. I wanted to see it. Damn, it must have been something because that guy shot him. Oh, okay. He just said some copy pasta shit. All right, cool. Yeah, nice shot. Nice shot. Shoot people like that. Fuck out of here. I'm glad you shot that guy. That's totally something that I would shoot. My mods are toughening up around here, which is great. Fantastic. I like that. Creative, technological, financial, viewership. How about what analytics? Do you pay attention to your analytics? Do you pay attention to your analytics? And what analytics? And which if so? Which ones, if so? There we go. Finding out their love for food is key. Their love for food. Man, I wish I had some coffee. I want more coffee. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night because I slept at like 5. I was playing a lot of Guilty Gear. I didn't even sleep at 5. I slept at like 6. I was just in bed at like 5. Who slept over? Just myself. I slept over. Okay, so the questions that I have 3 basic phases of the interview. And the first phase is I want to know stuff about him before he was a streamer. So any information that he wants to talk about, where was he from? Where was he born? How did he get to LA? How did he get to from LA to become into the streamer or other stuff that he's interested in? Basically painting the full picture of him before he became a streamer. Then I want to learn how he got into streaming and why. And I feel like there can be some more questions that can be asked with this. And then I want to ask about his current streaming life, how he's trying to build his stream, and other stuff. Oh, actually, I want to know something like, what do you have experience with toxic chat, and how do you deal with it? That is an interesting question. What is the streamer's name? This is Jinpai Senpai. Do you typically do IRL streams, John SF? Outdoor IRL streams? Yeah, I've been mostly doing outdoor IRL streams, but I'm kind of transitioning into doing like a mix between outdoor and indoor because I'm kind of done. Not done, but like I'm kind of over doing outdoor IRL. For the most part. No, I don't want to say done, but like I don't want to make it my main thing. I feel like being an outdoor IRL streamer is very limiting. Like we shouldn't just be considered outdoor IRL, you know. I want to be more of a full-fledged content creator. Outdoor IRL is dead. There's nothing to do anymore in outdoor IRL. I mean, it's been harder recently because COVID, but now that COVID's kind of like getting a little bit better, I feel like outdoor IRL is just like outdoor IRL is just kind of like it's the same shit, you know. It's like you go out, you eat something, you look at some new place. You explore something, you interact with some people, and you do some like funny shit. Maybe you get some donations and you do, you know, embarrass yourself, and maybe you do traveling. That's like the whole scope of like outdoor IRL, and like the only experiences you can find is like happening wild in outdoor IRL. But after a while, I feel like, you know, every channel is gonna be like that. So is there something as a streamer that we can create that is a little bit bigger than just doing that? And I think there's a few streamers who are on the way to do shit like that, like especially Jake. I think Jake was really like the one to kind of bring IRL to like the next level that's outside of that, and actually you know, it's just beyond outdoor IRL streaming. It's like actually creating experiences and a show in the outdoor IRL setting, as opposed to it being just like, you know, we're gonna go out and we're gonna go check out some shit, you know. So I think that's what I would hope streamers are kind of moving towards, but I think it's been pretty difficult and pretty slow because being a one-man band in terms of being a streamer, it's very limiting and to what you can do. So yeah, I feel like a lot of outdoor IRL streams have become kind of like rehashing the same shit. So yeah. Do you have experience with auction chat? Oh, what is your philosophy in streaming in streaming content? Do you dedicate your content to one theme, IRL, gaming, etc.? How? Okay, hold on. Let me add this question to the goal one. There's a, what was that goal question? What are your goals as a streamer? Here we go. I wanted to ask, how do you grow? How do you grow as a streamer? Something like that. Yeah, I'm getting tired. Do I have some? Hold on. Let me see if I have some sugar. Shit, I don't have anything. I need like some coffee or some sugar. I can feel my body getting physically tired, like my eyes are getting dry and stuff like that. Sorry, my Wi-Fi was acting weird. You said you're shifting towards what kind of content? I'm shifting towards not just doing IRL streaming, like outdoor IRL streaming. So I think you're new here, Spring Expert, but yeah, I'm majority. For the most part, I've been doing mostly outdoor IRL streaming for like the past year and a half, but I feel like IRL streaming content has become really stale, and I don't want to limit myself as only an IRL streamer, and I want to just be more like well-rounded. Drink some G Fuel. Is G Fuel like caffeine? I thought it was like a Gatorade or something. I need a little bit more power. Do you know if viewers are following you? No, I don't know what you're talking about. It's an energy drink and it has caffeine. Man, I need like a coffee or something. That would be really helpful. What time is it right now? It's almost 10. Either getting coffee or taking a nap. Because I went to bed maybe at like 6 a.m. and I woke up at around 1 or 2 a.m. or 2 p.m. which I think is kind of a lot of time. Maybe that's like around 5 or 6 hours of sleep. Is the music too loud? I feel like the music is kind of high. Turn the music down a little bit. This music kind of sucks too. Where's the Nintendo jazz? How about this? Tokyo Hip Cafe, Final Fantasy VII Remix, relaxing piano. Motivational Persona 5 music. I need to get juiced. I need some energy. Epic motivational music. Let's go. Yeah, I'm a little tired. Oh, there's vocals. No vocals, no vocals. Ooh. Happy and relaxing Nintendo music. Hell yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Ooh. I like this. Do it. How long have I been streaming for? I haven't been streaming for that long. I wanna kind of get some more work done. But I'm already feeling the fatigue. Uptime. 2 hours and 44 minutes? Okay. How about we stream for another 15 minutes and then I'll end the stream from there. It seems like a short stream today, but I'm like getting tired already. And I'll probably work on this a little bit more afterwards. Maybe I'll lie down for a little bit. Anyways, is there anything that, you know, in the last 15 minutes, is there anything that you guys want to add to this? I'm going to probably come back to this and add a little bit more. We have more time too, since now he wants to do it on Wednesday. Excuse me. So let me stream for like another 15 minutes and see what we can get in the last 15 minutes. It's unfortunate that the teleprompter thing didn't really work out. I'll probably have to buy a new beam splitter glass. I don't even know if I can buy a beam splitter glass. Let's see if we can find one. I like the music. Bam, 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 bam. Ask Jin about his relationships with people he met through streaming. What kind of answer are you trying to look for with that question? Like, what do you mean his relationships with people he met? I'm thinking of this as someone's asking me that question. And I feel like that can be reworded, like, who's the most influential streamer to you or something like that. I think that's a little bit better question. But if you just ask like his relationships with people, then it's like, who are we talking about? Is it just like this girl that I met on the street, or like, you know? Yo, Katang, thank you. Hey. Thank you, Katang, for the 14 months. I very much appreciate it. I hope you're doing well, man. As someone who's a streamer, okay, first of all, thank you for the sub. I hope you're doing well, and I very much appreciate it. As someone who is a streamer myself, if I were to get asked that question about my relationships with people that I met through streaming, I feel like I don't really have a good answer for you unless I cherry pick a few specific people. And then so it's like, for example, one of the people that I met through streaming is the MS-13 girl. And I never had a relationship with her because she just stream sniped me. So that's it. That's like the end of the thing. However, I'd say a good example of this is for like the guy that just subbed to me right now, Katang. So this is a very interesting. When I was first doing IRL streaming, I went to Paris Baguette in One of the malls. I can't the Westfield Mall in Rosemead or whatever. And he was working there, and he's like, "Hey, are you streaming?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm streaming." And he's like, "Oh shoot!" And then he's subbed to me, and he's been subbed to me since. That's a cool story, right? That's a pretty cool story. Are you trying to hear a story like that? There's no beam splitter glass. They're all just selling. Is this a glass? 17. I need glass. Yes, exact, John. Yeah, I guess that's. Yo, Katang, that MS13 saw your stream and found you. No. She didn't see my stream, but she saw me streaming on the street. Yeah. She didn't know what I was doing. She just saw a guy with a camera, and she's like, "Oh, what are you doing? Are you recording yourself or something like that?" So I was like, "Oh, you know," she seemed interested, and I was like, "I'm live streaming to the internet." And then she did all that shit. So, yeah. I'm curious the levels of this microphone. If it sounds good or not. Because this is supposed to be one of the best microphones out there for vocal microphones. But I feel like my voice is a little bit on the lower side of the mid. Like my voice is definitely not like deep, but it's on the lower mid side. And this microphone accentuates the lows a lot. So if you have a voice that's on the higher end, this makes it a little bit more even because it brings out the lows. But if your voice is already on the lower side, then I don't know how good this microphone sounds like, but it's supposed to be pretty good. It's a good relationship. Okay, let me ask. How about this? What relationships have you made while streaming? Yeah, how about that? Do you have any inspiration? Where do you draw inspiration from? How about that? All right. We made a lot of work today, finally. I've been meaning to organize and write this stuff down. We're just in the brainstorming phase of writing down questions and seeing what kind of questions that we want to be answered from Jin. I think I'm gonna maybe reorganize and rewrite some of these questions to be better explained. I don't know how I feel about some of these questions. And then I'll also think about more questions too along the way. I'm hoping that the conversation kind of drives this stuff, and I'm not really sure how long the stream is going to play out. I'm hoping that this will be at least 2 hours. Some people have been asking about how long the stream is going to be. So I'm hoping to make it about like at least 2 hours. At least. I don't know if this will last 2 hours or not, but we'll see. 1 hour is pretty solid. I think that a podcast happening longer than 1 hour is a little bit too long, but considering the nature of this podcast and how this is going to be more of like a conversational kind of thing, I think that it'll be pretty good. Make sure you get into the why too. Oh, Princess Dronefleck, what's up? And then why? Why? I guess so. Oh, excuse me. Maybe I'll put the streaming workflow thing towards the end, because I think the streaming workflow thing is more on the technical side as opposed to these more deeper questions. This sounds like RuneScape. This is like some kind of Nintendo music. I think the music's kind of loud though. Let me turn it down a little bit. This is from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Princess Droneflake. Alright. Is there any other questions that I can think of before I end the stream? I'm gonna end the stream in about 5 minutes. We'll cut it off here. I feel like this is this is probably not the most entertaining stream, because it kind of feels like you guys are working with me. There's a lot of people who've come in and I feel like they kind of zoned out because of the nature of how today's stream is. I'm not really sure how good the podcast is going to turn out, because I feel like a lot of people are not really going to resonate with this type of content, since this is kind of more so content for other streamers, but it's interesting to me. Unpaid worker stream, yeah. It feels like you guys are working with me, so maybe this is why I didn't really want to stream this, but I did want to kind of show I wanted to be transparent about my workflow, and I thought this, you know, might make for pretty decent content. I want to ask something that's like, what's your most frustrating, or what's your most your best and worst moments? What is your best? What are your best and worst moments on stream? Longevitous, we are still here. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on the stream. A lot of the stuff that I'm doing on my channel is very experimental. I know I don't do the same thing. I know I don't really follow any type of like formula for good stuff, but I don't know. Just trying to figure it out. What are you? Your best. I find it interesting each time I watch you. It's different. Really? Here's the thing that I learned about social media and streaming, is that once you find something that works, you really have to like drive that in. You have to like, this is what I'm known for, right? But for me, I kind of jump around a lot, and I try to like experiment a lot. And the thing that worked for me was doing IRL streaming. But I mean, it worked from a viewership standpoint. That's when I was getting my most viewers, and that's how I got partnered. But from a fulfillment standpoint, I felt like I wasn't doing the best that I could do. And I wasn't satisfied. So I wasn't happy with doing IRL streaming. So I'm hoping that doing stuff like this is kind of like, would be more in line with that. Okay, guys. If you guys have nothing else, I am going to call it a day for today. I've been streaming for about 3 hours, which is like one less. But I guess, you know, yesterday I did 5 hours. I'm starting to feel the fatigue from having not enough sleep last night. So I'm going to pass you guys over to someone else. Oh shoot, dude. Anna is having a lot of viewers these days. She has like 103 right now. She's getting popular. That's good. The Tech Tourist is streaming in Vegas. Who else is streaming? Shy Bong IRL. I don't really see anyone else. Should I raid Shy Bong, or does anyone have anyone that I can raid? Wait, did you change your name again? Sorry, Bong Bong IRL. Or I can raid Tech Tourist. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I think I'm gonna raid what's her name again? Alright guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Let's raid Bong Bong IRL again. She could probably use some viewership. See ya. Yeah, have a good one, guys. Again, we were originally supposed to do the stream tomorrow, the podcast, but Jin is rescheduling for Wednesday. So hopefully he won't reschedule again. But it's okay because we have a little bit more time. Anyways, have a good night, chat. Happy Sunday and stay safe. I'll see you guys Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday for sure. I'll see you guys soon. Bye everyone. Oh, I can't raid. Oh, there it is. There it is.